In this video, I will show you all the practical shortcuts you can do on Slimescraper and some additional tips to help you as well. No matter where you spawn, you can take this shortcut. However, spawning near the left side is optimal for the best time and it makes traversing the first set of shortcuts a breeze. If you happen to spawn near the left, you can cut the ramp section by just jumping the corner. You don't necessarily even have to jump dive for this one like most people would have you believe. You have enough momentum to just jump onto the path itself. And once you've reached the platform, you can actually just jump on top of the flipper if it's in the flipped position. You don't have to jump dive on top of the flipper. Granted, this can only be done if you have enough speed and if it's flipped towards you. But once you've jumped on top of the flipper, you should have enough time to jump dive on the bridge, or for a more risky play, you can directly jump on top of the bridge. If you however get a bad spawn, you can still be in the front. Just jump on top of the first flipper on the left and then wait a second or two and bridge across to the other flipper and onto the bridge. This is in the worst case scenario. However, this will require a bit of patience and a bit of practice to pull off properly. The laser hurdle skip or jump rope skip allows you to skip the entirety of the second floor. You could potentially shave off 10 to 15 seconds of your time, but it's very difficult to pull off because you have to jump right before the laser hurdle hits you. And I'm talking frame 1 type of instant. And once you approach the conveyor belt, you have up to 3 seconds to reach the second door before it closes. If you notice you're all the way in the back and that it's open, by the time you'll reach it, it will be closed. On the other hand, if you're all the way at the back and you notice that it's not open, go towards it and it will be open by the time you reach it. A valuable shortcut here is to pass the second door by either going through the door or hugging the right side and making a U-turn. Either way, jump on top of this purple block. You will need some momentum however, so run towards the purple block and then jump dive right before reaching this line or the other conveyor belt. After that, you jump onto the conveyor belt. This shortcut can be great because you can shave upwards of 3 to 5 seconds and you beat the people who take the regular route or people who jump on top of the conveyor belt by hugging the right side. And once you've passed the boxing gloves, jump on top of the last boxing glove. Run as the glove is going back in, and at the last second, jump off of it. And once you're on the wall, jump onto the platform. This will all be done in quick succession and can take a little bit of time to get used to. You can do up to 4 shortcuts on this floor. You can watch my last video on that if you wish to know all of them in great detail. Click on the top right or it'll be linked in the description below. For now, I'll show you 2 of the best shortcuts and the ones I use the most during my adventure on Slimescraper time. Run up this wall and on the very last second, jump on top of the wall and go into the zone briefly and then jump dive onto the platform. The key here is while running towards the wall, at the very last second, jump onto the wall. And if you have trouble lining yourself up for the zone jump, use this donut as a guide for when to jump into the zone. Another shortcut which is much easier to pull off is to run on the pipe and before you reach the first set of fans is to jump dive onto the edge of the platform. You don't have to go past the first set of fans, you can just dive jump onto the platform. If you don't quite make it, use the donuts as a way to boost you up to the platform. And once you've reached the section with the laser beams and launch pads, you can use a launch pad on the left to boost you to the other pad and onto the belts. That's pretty simple and most likely you already know that shortcut. What you might not know is that you can ninja run on the wall actually. While slower than the launch pads, this is much safer and you can actually skip the beams entirely, so it doesn't matter if it's up or down. All you have to do is jump on the wall and you should skip it. And for the last one, you can literally run up the wall. It's very cool to know in case you need it for those rare scenarios. If you jump right before the flipper hits you, you could potentially launch yourself towards the finish line. And a common mistake you can make while attempting this shortcut is jumping too early. Here's a handy tip to know when the first set of flippers will hit you. Once the middle flippers are in their resting position, that's when the first set of flippers will hit you. This will take some time and patience to get down and you may not even get it down every time. So don't waste too much time on this shortcut if you can help it. More guides are coming soon, so subscribe.